I made it. I made it home. Anyway, for those of you who are catching me live right now, I'm a little bit late, maybe 5-10 minutes late. And that was because I had an appointment that I could not say no to. I don't know. Have you guys, anybody out there done Invisalign? I finally made my decision and I'm going to be getting Invisalign. And so today there was an opening and I could not take it. And so I dashed out to the orthodontist and supposedly I should have had time to come back. But of course, you know, it never seems to be what we planned. But anyway, so pretty soon you'll see me with braces. But it's amazing because my kids are, what, 30, 33 now. And when they had braces, it was totally different. And when I had braces when I was a child, teenager, nothing like right now. Everything was so high tech, so impressive. So, but anyway, so I'm ready for this journey. So for those of you who have Invisalign, do share with me. What are your thoughts? Did you like it? How was it? Anyway, so dashed home, made it just in time. So here I am. Happy Monday. Welcome to my channel. I'm Sandra the Stamping Bee, and I'm here to share with you some, you know, projects that I'm working on in hopes to inspire you to do something creative as well. So, anyway, so can you believe it's November already? The year just flew fast. And as I was planning my schedule for November and December, I realized that from now today, all the Mondays in November, I will be in a different location. Isn't that wild? So right now I'm on Guam. Next Monday, I will be in Vegas. And then following that, I will be in Mississippi, Jackson, Mississippi. And then the following Monday, I'll be back in Seattle. So isn't that wild? So which means to say that the schedule for my Monday lives might change a bit depending on the time, like whether I'm jet lagged or whatever, because our Monday here on Guam is Sunday in the States. But then again, you guys are falling back this weekend, or did you already fall back? I forget. Anyway, so it might work to my advantage when I'm in the States. So I don't know. But anyway, stay tuned. But I intend to have something continue on the Mondays that I'm gone. But yeah, so it is pretty wild, right? Every Monday, I'm going to be in a different place. So speaking of Vegas, I will be in Vegas for Stampin' Up's Leadership Conference, which we call Backstage. And for those of you who are watching me and are demonstrators who will be at Backstage, I hope you'll stop by and, you know, tap on me and say hi. It'll be great to see you. And thank you for watching my channel. Okay. And then what else do I want to say? Let me find my cheat notes here. It's a good thing I'm prepared because this was such a rush. So, oh, yes, the promotion, the joint promotion has ended. And I want to say thank you to my new members. So shout out to, let's see, I want to make sure I remember. There's Tracy, who's out in Alabama. And I have Tori out in Texas. And then I have Wang, who's on Guam, and Sabrina. So thank you so much for joining this wonderful journey that's Stampin' Up and the Stamping Bee. So anyway, I look forward to creating with you as we progress. Anyway, so thank you again for tuning in. And for those of you who are watching replay, be sure to make a note on the comment section and let me know that you're watching replays so that I can say hello as well. What else? So there won't be a class, in-person class in November because I will be flying. I will be traveling. Although if you are in Seattle or in Jackson, Mississippi area, I'd love to meet up with you. We can do something together. So message me if you're interested, or you know somebody that might be interested in that area that is needing somebody to craft with. I'd be really excited to do something like that. So coming back to Guam, December 6th, I will have a gingerbread class. That is, I've packed away my gingerbread kit because I am going to work on that in Mississippi. It's a take on the gingerbread, you know, baking kind of a thing, right? So you'll be decorating the gingerbread. I have a couple projects I have in mind, and it's going to be really fun. It's a Christmas gingerbread class, so I hope you'll make plans to join. If you purchase the bundle, the class, of course, is free, but otherwise, you know, just pay the fee and come and have some fun, yeah? So, okay, what else do I have on my list? Okay, I think that's it. So let me flip the camera around and let's get crafting. See, where's it? Okay, there it is. Okay, so November, and tomorrow, let's see, tomorrow the 4th, but for Guam it would be 4 o'clock, after 4 o'clock or after 5 o'clock, if it was the fallback. I forget whether it's this weekend or next weekend. That we will have a new slate of products come on, online exclusives. And I know in the past I have featured some of the projects, but I wanted to share with you some more projects that you can do with this. So this is one of the ones that I've been reaching for time and again. It is the Hobby Haven. And if you follow my page, you'll see some of the projects I've done with this. It's just so appropriate for us crafters. So it's different sheets of paper, and of course, you know, nice backside, which is nice backgrounds. And then of course it comes with these die cuts. And what I usually do with these die cuts is I just put it in a box, and it's easy for me to go through them and find what I need. Yeah, these are really nice. Okay, so the first project, let me put this away, I want to share with you is, I'm sure a lot of you are book lovers or belong in a book club. So here's a project that uses the book paper. Let me see if I have one, or maybe I've used it all. Let me see. Oopsie. Oh no, here we go. I'm sure many of you know somebody, or you are yourself a book lover, a book club attendee. So this is a really super nice piece of designer series paper that you can use to embellish for cards for your friends, right? Or even scrapbook it. Okay. So what the first card I want to do is a play on the book theme, and that is a book kind of a card. I think what's it called? A book binding card? Anyway, so what you're going to do is a regular note card that is 4 1/4 by 11 and scored at 5 1/2 and 6 3/4. Now again, when you make a purchase of $50 or more, you will get all the supplies to make this card. The only thing that I won't provide would be the stamped image, but I'm sure that you can substitute it with some sentiments that you have in your stash. So, but yeah, so when you receive the supply kit, I will have it scored already. So, so let's get started with this card. So this is a 4 by 4 sheet of paper. And oops, let me glue it down. So anyway, so it's great that I had prepped everything before I went to my orthodontist appointment today. Otherwise, I would surely be scrambling when I came home. But it was just one of those things because I'm leaving on Wednesday, and if I did not take this appointment, it would be December before I get to see my orthodontist and get it done. So I had to grab that appointment, and so thankfully I'm back in a decent amount of time. Okay, so this is it. So, oh, hey, Becky. Great. Well, actually, I just started because I was late. Anyway, okay. So we're doing a book card So before I do that, let me go ahead and tie something around it. Let's see. You're going to see me struggle here with the, let's see, I want to make sure it's even. Okay, let's do this again. Ta-da. See, this is where, again, I always say I wish there was music here, and I would not hum anything because that would not be nice. It's interesting that we are having karaoke as one of the entertainments during our backstage event leadership. So you can guarantee that I am not going to sing. I would not do that to anybody. I still want everybody to like me. Anyway, but about my orthodontist appointment, my goodness, I have a pretty small mouth. So I am glad that I'm not really on camera for most of the time here, because I feel like my mouth has swollen double size because they've been pulling and pulling onto my mouth to get those visuals for my braces. So anyway, so yeah, so putting that in, and then we are going to glue this in. So I'm just going to put this here so that it will, and there we go. Boy, Becky, I hope you're getting a little breather from your weekend. Must be so tired from your craft fair. See, Becky just did a craft fair this weekend, and my goodness, kudos to her for doing that. That's a lot of work. Okay, so this is, I forget what it's called. It's kind of like a book card, right? So it mimics a book, and I thought it was the most appropriate type of a card template for a book-themed designer series paper. So let me go ahead and another thing that I really appreciate is a lot of times Stampin' Up, all from year to year, things will coordinate. So what I was able to dig out, excuse me, was for the book set, and this was perfect for using for this set here. Okay, so let me go ahead. I am going to put this here. Oh, no, I don't know how to do line dancing. And please, not that too. I don't even know how to do the cha-cha. And everybody tells me that is so easy to do. That's on my bucket list, to do the cha-cha. But maybe when my son gets married, I'll learn how to do the cha-cha. But I do not have that talent. I don't know, maybe they'll do the electric slide or something. I don't know. Gosh, that's like dating myself here. So I'm going to do this. This is just so that it kind of pops from the background. Okay. So there we go. What am I looking for? I think I want, so, you know, in this day and age when it's so expensive to mail a card, I find myself really making sort of flatter cards these days. So this will be a sort of a flatter card. Okay. So this one's for the books. And then of course we're going to have to coordinate it with the inside greeting. Yay, let's celebrate. So let's go ahead and do that. Again, I stamped the image from that For the Books stamp set, which is a retired set. So hang on to the retired sets because you never know when it might coordinate with a DSP. See, with me, anytime we, so as demonstrators, we're able to pre-order, right? So these are products I'm sharing with you that will be available online tomorrow. Or in the States, yeah, on the 4th. And my go-to is I always order the design series paper because I just love it. And also, I can always find something from my stash that I can use with it. In this case, this stamp set for the books. So this one's for the books. Yay, let's celebrate. So I put a little touch of, what do you call these? Petal pink to kind of tie in the colors that are from the paper. So another option that I did was like this, okay? And this one I'm using one of the paper pumpkin dies. If you're not aware, if you are paper pumpkin subscriber, for each quarter there is a set of dies that is specifically coordinating with that quarter's paper pumpkins. So this is one of those sets, and I just love it. Hooray. Hooray, this one's for the books. Okay? So, what do you think? It's really cute paper. I just love this paper. And as I said, what I usually like to do is buy paper because I'm just a paper lover. So, and I know a lot of you guys are afraid to cut into the paper, right? So this is one of my go-to templates that I use, that I only use a little snippet of it. And for those of you who are worried about using their paper, this is one way to just give it a try. And I love card templates that showcases different, that I can showcase different pieces of the DSP to show you the coordination between them. So this is one of those, and it is called Brushed with Beauty. And speaking of Brushed with Beauty, there is going to be a craft class scheduled for November 23rd. In case you're not aware, Stampin' Up! Now is hosting these craft classes monthly, and it's such a good deal. Like last month, it was Traditions of Christmas, which is it was this sweet. And even though, see, this is how good it is. Even though I don't have the whole suite, I have the papers, but not the stamp set and the dies and whatnot. But even when I don't have it, I learned so much. I learned so much from that class. And I think I shared that with you from my last video, right? I learned templates. And the best thing about it is because it is hosted by Stampin' Up! Artists, you hear about their behind the scenes stories. And I love learning the process that they went through to create these papers, because these are all hand painted by the concept artists, their artists. And I just love listening to that. So anyway, so that class, I believe, I don't know if there's a price yet, but the last class was $30. But remember, your net cost is not $30 because when you purchase this online, you also earn rewards, right? 10% rewards. And if you are a demonstrator, you get 20% off. So your net cost is less than $30. And my goodness, it is so worth it. So worth it. Anyway, so back to my card. So for this one, I am going to piece together these little pieces. Again, if you purchase $50 or more, you get all this so that you can play with it. Okay, so just for a frame of reference, this is 2.5, yep, 2.5 by 1 1/4. Okay, and when I am doing this type of card, I will I will glue the top and the bottom first so that I anchor those and then do the rest. So let's get started. So this is a great way to play with the paper without it, hurting too much, because I hear that all the time. People are always saying, oh, I don't want to cut into the paper. Well, you just cut out a little bit. Let's see here. Okay. So, yeah, these are really gorgeous paper. Let's see, did I want this here? Sure, why not, right? And it just goes to show the versatility, the coordination of these papers. You just blindly put them together and they will look good. And how good is that? Oh, you know what? I'm so busy talking that I forgot what I should be doing. The top and the bottom to anchor the sequins, right? Hi, Gail. How are you? Thanks for watching. Okay, so I think that's it. Okay. Oh yeah, and I'll get this. This is such a pretty set of paper. It's subdued, it's classy. And of course there is a coordinating set of dies and stamp with this. And that's what the class will be featuring, this set. So if this paper is something that speaks to you, I would highly recommend you signing up for that class. I know you would not regret it. Okay, so this is the next piece. See how I just love this because it really shows you the versatility and the coordination of each pack of Designer Series paper. Okay. I just love this. I love seeing all these pretty papers. So Gail just came back from Japan, which to me is like stationery heaven. Okay, so then I also cut out this. See, this is also part of the DSP, and I use the textured notes dies. Okay, I'm going to put that there. I know I see this pretty paper. I'm like, oh, do I really want to use that side? But yes, I do. Okay, so I'm going to smack this here. And the great thing about this is this piece actually unites all this. So it gives it something to kind of all touch, you know, they're all touching together, so it gives it some uniformity. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is this is perfect for a vertical greeting because I'm always looking for a good way to feature the vertical greetings. And so for this one, I'm going to share with you and what I'm going to do here is, where is my ink pad? Okay, oh, here it is. So I'm going to use Mossy Meadow, which is part of the colors here. So let me move this aside so I don't dirty that. And this particular stamp set is from the Advent calendar. Have you seen the Advent calendar? It has a very similar vibe, like watercolored look. So I think it just matches perfectly with this. Do I have that? Yes, here we go. Ah, okay, there we go. Yeah, this is from the Advent calendar. So this is a great gift for your crafty friends or even for yourself. So 12 days of crafting, and this is the set that you get. And you see how this, it really gives it that same vibe, right? So I love that I'm able to use this. So what I'm going to do is, remember how I told you how I loved this, and I've gone through so many of this. This is called Hues of Blues Flowers. So when I was trying to figure out, you know, what do I want to decorate with that, I couldn't find a Calypso coral. I want a Calypso coral because this is Calypso coral. But you know what? You can make your own. So, which is what I'm going to do. So you just need your blenders, your blends, Stampin blends. This is dark Calypso coral. And let me get to the side. Oh, I think it's the side that I want. Okay. So this, see, this is just plain white. Well, not anymore, not soon. So let me, you can actually color on this. Isn't that wonderful? And you know the color will coordinate because it is from Stampin' Up. There we go. There, so I'm going to color one large one and two little ones because you know me, things in threes. So, go, so, yeah, I mean, This is a great way to customize things, you know, when you don't have the right color. You can do that. So I think that's enough now. There we go. See? And it dries pretty quickly too. There, see? There's no ink. It just evaporates. It's magic. Okay. So this is a pretty good reason to get yourself a set of blends. I use my blends to color my staples. Let me show you what I mean. See the staples here? If you want to coordinate and be very bougie about your staples, well, here you go. All you need to do is just color your staples and then okay, whoops. Okay. And then when you and so voila, you've got a Calypso Coral stapler. I didn't color that very well, but you get the idea. There you go. Now, isn't that neat? So you don't need to buy colored staples. You can just color them yourself. All right, so this is done here. And yeah, I know, right? That's such a cool tip. Okay, so what do I want to do now? Oh, so I want to put a little ribbon. And for this, and over the weekend, I shared with somebody that I fake my bows. And this is how I fake it. So I just wind it a couple times, and then I twist it. And there you go. There's my little sloppy bow. And then I quickly grab some glue dots and glue it so that it stays together. There. And that's how I do my messy bows or bird's nest. I think that's another term for this kind of a messy bow is bird's nest, a nest. So there we go. Okay. So I think I'm going to put this right here. Of course, you know, when I'm on my video, it's not really working, but normally it does. You know what? There. Oopsie. Oh, I know why it's not working, because okay. Never mind. Because there's that there, so that's why it's not providing a flat surface. There we go. Okay. Okay, let's see. There we go. Done. So there's my little messy bowl, and I am going to lift it up with my dimensionals. Be done. So we can do a couple more in case you're worried that it's not going to stick. There. Okay. Hi, Sally. Did you get today off? Hope you did something special. Okay. Did you stamp? I hope you join our team swap. It's going to be a lot of fun. So there we go. So I might kind of trim that a bit. So there. A fun way to showcase the new papers without hurting too much, right? I know some of you are like, I don't like to cut into my paper, but this is a great way to use it up. You're only using a little tiny bit. So here's this is my backup in case it didn't work on camera. So there we go. So those are featuring some of the new stuff that's coming out tomorrow. The new papers, so online exclusive. So of course I got to do something Christmassy because 'tis the season, right? So I have this on my desk right now. So let's make a card from that. So it's a myth. It's a myth that everybody thinks making Christmas cards is so difficult, so hard. But you know what? It's not. Christmas cards are easy. Stampin' Up! Makes it so easy for you to create. I mean, obviously there are kits, but even without a kit, with pretty papers and with things like ephemera pack, this is the greetings for you, mix and match, you can make a card in no time. So let me show you one. So we're going to start out with the Pool Party base, okay? And the reason I chose Pool Party because that is a color that is listed on this, okay? With each designer series paper, they list out all the colors that are used. So you can use with confidence on your card if you're using that packet of paper. So it's a beautiful, beautiful set. Look at the gold. Great. Yes, I just came from my orthodontist appointment too. So it's funny how today being a holiday on Guam that all the doctor's offices are open right now. Oh, hi, Fran. It's a holiday for sure. People are jumping in. Welcome, welcome. Fran and Sally are part of our team. So I hope you guys are going to join the swap because for our team meetings, we do swaps. So, and then to double down on the gold factor, do this. See, it's all, I mean, the coordination is just so simple. Okay, and then I'm going to do this. Right, let me see which side I want. Do I want to do this side? Yeah, I think I wanted that side. Okay, so, because as most people know, I do very simple cards. And I think that's why I like stamping, because it's effortless. And I get to play with pretty papers. Oh, I think I made that too close. Oh, well. Do I have time to peel it off? Let me see. Oh, I do. I have time. Okay, great. I have time. So let me just do this again. There. Move it a little bit out so that I have that. Or there we go. Save. Isn't that a pretty paper? So we have so many options for you to embellish your cards. And we have this scrapbooking kit, which you don't need to be a scrapbooker to use this. In fact, I'm looking for something. Hold on. Okay, I'm not finding what I need here. Okay, here we go. So these are all stickers, but you don't have to make them. You can sticky them. And I just use an embossing buddy. I was looking for my powder, which is what I usually do, because it's a great way to use up powder that, you know, the scented kind of powder that you don't want anymore, because then it smells good. So anyway, so you just dab on this embossing powder, or you can use baby powder or whatever to de-stick them. So this becomes not a sticker anymore, but just a decal. Okay, so done. And okay, so that's done. So I was going to put this here, But to up the gold factor, I like to use this. This is what we call, let me get the right name, metallic texture rub-on. It is so much fun. So obviously you can just leave it as is, but you know what? If you want it to be a little bit more cooler, I just add a little gold to it. Very subtle. Again, I am looking for something I'm not finding, so I'll just use my fingernails. That should work. I was looking for my bone folder. Ah, I didn't de-stick it enough. Let me see. Ah, ta-da! See? You see that? That just gives it that really fun touch, you know, a little sparkle from your poinsettias. So I am going to just put this here. Oh, because I de-stickered it. Actually, I didn't need to de-stick it. Oh well. I just wanted to share with you how it's done. There. Okay. And then all you need is one of the greetings from this pack. And I am going to lift it up with my dimensionals. My desk is getting so messy here. Oh, here we go. So it's so easy to make a Christmas card. There is no reason why you cannot make one this year. And I would be very happy to help you if you are interested in making one this season. Season's greetings. See how easy it is. And then the inside, again, I'm going to put this on here. And again, to tie in the gold from the front, I also pulled out this decal, this rub-on. Okay, I'm going to put it right here. Oh, you know what? I'm going to use this. If you have a popsicle stick or you have your bone folder, that would work. Or if you have long nails. Doesn't this remind you of like the old days when you did these rub-ons? Okay, so let me see. You want to lift up gently in case you didn't do everything. Oh, there, I think it's working. Magic. Look at that. Whoops. Okay, so that one didn't. Okay. So again. So you just takes a little bit of time. But of course, if you don't have time, this is not a necessary step. Don't know why this one's not behaving. But it should be okay. Oh, that's fine. There you go. It's not ideal, but it should work because it just gives it that, what do you call those things? Nostalgic or, I don't know why this one is not coming off. Huh, strange. strange. It's not coming off. Anyway, I'm sure we can cover it up somehow with something, but the idea is there for you to use. So what do you think of today's cards? All very simple, all using things that are coming up soon. Well, this one has been available, but this is a nice touch. This is, you know, time to think about your Christmas cards, right? So this is a really good set. And then, of course, this is an upcoming class that'll be using these papers and the matching or the coordinating stamp set. And then this is also another one of the new papers that will be live tomorrow. I hope you enjoy these. All right, so this is it for today. I hope you have enjoyed these projects. Again, with a $50 purchase, you will be receiving supplies to make these 3 cards. And the only thing that is not included would be the stamped image, but you'll get like this decal. So that's how it works. So you'll get this die cut, but not the stamp, the ink image, right? Okay. So yeah. Okay. So next week should be fun. I am leaving Guam Wednesday night and heading out to Las Vegas for our Stampin' Up's Leadership Conference. It'll be exciting. It's just always a great time to meet up with all Stampin' Up demonstrators. Yeah, it's a Western theme. So I've got my plaid shirt ready. Yay! So anyway, okay. Thank you again for watching. I hope you will make plans to join me December 6th here on Guam for my gingerbread class. And I believe I have an online video class that I will be putting out in November. So watch for that. Yeah, that's it for now. And I will see you next week in Vegas. Bye.